What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Resistance. Back at y'all with an early live stream. Good morning to everybody in the stream. Good morning to everybody in the chat. Let's get into it. Channel name, a victim himself. Came across this channel by the way of Lackluster. Lackluster also featured a video from his channel. I found two more that was crazy. I just want to bring it to y'all. Shout out Dreamland Resistance, Perfect Sense Resistor, and everybody else. Let's get into it.
If you say I'm not disabled, the cop right here saying I'm not disabled because I don't look disabled. But I'm a goddamn disabled veteran that served my country for almost 10 years.
I'm saying that
and he said
you're not and you just get out the car and flow into
you're not the arbitrator of my handicap.
Well,
you don't get to decide, okay? Fucking United States government, when I got blown up in my fucking country 8 times with damn IED, was in a coma for 2 fucking months. I get to decide who's disabled. You don't get to decide if I'm disabled or not. I want your goddamn name because you harassed me on a Sunday morning.
So we got a disabled veteran pulling into the parking lot. He's going shopping. He's going into some store to get some things. He has the handicap license. The officer sees him walk smoothly into the store, and he feels as though he wants to deem him not handicapped. Let's watch a little more.
Just I don't look handicapped. You don't look well enough to be a fucking officer with your gut hanging on your stomach. I didn't say shit to you. I got out with my father, went there to get my goddamn alcohol, and I was minding my business.
If y'all didn't hear what he said, he just came at his Dunlap. He was talking about how his stomach done lapped over his waist. He said, I don't think that you should be an officer with that gut hanging over your stomach.
Run the goddamn plate, no goddamn warrants, run the goddamn handicap sticker. I'm a fucking disabled veteran. I park in a handicap spot if I want to park in a handicap spot. I don't need you. Whoa.
Wow. That escalated quickly. Now this officer, he's messing with this man. This man's minding his business. Disabled vet, a handicap, play cards all on his tag and everything. But because the man walked so smoothly into the store, this officer wants to question that. That's crazy.
Damn plate, no goddamn warrants, run the goddamn handicap sticker. I'm a fucking disabled veteran. I park in a handicap spot if I want to park in a handicap spot. I don't need you.
Wow.
Whoa. You don't have any right to do that, officer.
Move the camera out my face.
Hey, don't not do it. With all the shit going on today, watch them. Don't do that.
That escalated real quickly.
Don't have it.
That escalated real quickly. And the only reason why he did that because the officer knew he was wrong from the start.
Do that. Watch out. Hey, call another officer over here right now. Call the police. Because when he just, call the police. Call the goddamn police. You just knocked my camera out. This is a $700 phone. You can't knock my camera out of my thing. Send another officer over here, man.
We got an officer in his official capacity, okay, committing assault. That camera is an extension of his hand. He's holding that camera, recording this officer in his official capacity, and he has a nerve to knock it out of his hand. That's assault. There should be charges filed on this officer.
Why you do that? Why would you do that?
Where's your driver's license?
You want my driver's license too? You want my insurance? You can't do that, man. Hey, somebody with a cooler head come over here. You can't do shit like that, officer. Come on now, if I did that to you, you take me to jail. You'd arrest me for assaulting a police officer. You can't do that.
Disabled vet, ladies and gentlemen, just assaulted by a police officer because this police officer deems that he's not handicapped because of how smoothly he walked into Walgreens.
Just because you're mad doesn't mean you can lose your temper like that. So you cracked my phone. Look at that. That's an $800 phone you just cracked. It's right there. It's cracked, a big ass crack on the screen. You just cracked my cell phone, man. Call another officer, because I don't feel safe with you over here. There's a paramedics. I'll let them know. Call some.
This dumb cop is still fishing. He reading VIN numbers and everything. He reading all kinds of numbers, trying to get this dude booked now because he know he committed overreach. The officer knows he committed overreach. He went a little too far, so he can't back out of it. He got to stay in it. Now he's trying to see what he could do to take it all the way.
Somebody else, man. That's messed up. Hey, you guys, call a police officer right now. This dude over here says I'm not handicapped. Then fucking I have my phone out. You slapped my phone out of my hand on the floor. Call somebody right now. You can still call for a police officer.
That's the police right there.
You can call for a police officer.
Wow.
That's messed up.
That is the police.
Wow. You got one of the people crying out for help because you got an officer in his official capacity supposed to be operating under the color of law, but he's outside the color of law. He way outside the color of law. He's out of bounds. And you got one of the people crying out for help to another member of the public. Please call the police. He's wronging me. He's assaulted me. I need help. And you got the sheeple just going along with what's going on. And said, that's the police right there. Yeah, the one that's assaulting you, the one who wronged you, they're already on the scene. You don't need any more police. Wow.
What? He's a
goddamn shame.
Did you run the thing?
Look at this criminal right here.
I need your name, Officer
Sergeant
G. Wilson, because you broke my phone, man.
Look Sergeant.
You cracked my damn phone. It's a crack. It's a crack on the screen. You broke my phone. Just so you know, there's 3 screws in this leg right here. Traumatic brain injury. All that shit from getting blown up and shot at. 2 times in our...
Shout out to everybody in the stream. If you're just getting in, we have a disabled vet who was walking into Walgreens. You got a sergeant right here who felt as though that because he walked into the Walgreens so smoothly that he shouldn't be deemed a handicap. So he wanted to delve. He wanted to commit overreach. And he wanted to get into this man's business until it escalated all the way up to assault. He knocked the camera out of his hand. And he's harassing him. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the stream. Please share far and wide. Let's go.
Rapping one time in Afghanistan. Just because I don't look like a disabled person doesn't mean I'm not disabled. You don't get to decide that. Uncle Sam says I'm 90% disabled for the rest of my life.
That's right.
That's how it works. 10 years of serving my damn country. You don't get to decide that. Did he call somebody else, man, because that's messed up. You don't get to do that. You can't just knock my phone out of my hand like that, man. That's messed up. With all the crazy shit going on, police officers nowadays, you gotta be able to control your temper. As a citizen, I have a right to say whatever the hell I want, as long as I'm not accosting you.
Juliet 502-405.
This cop ain't paying attention to a damn thing this disabled vet is saying to him, which is a shame. Look at the disdain for the public that they have for us, ladies and gentlemen. They don't give a shit about us, okay? At all. All he's worried about is running those numbers in from off of that vehicle and hoping something hot comes through so he can take his ass to jail. Oh yeah, because he already know he crossed the line. He's out of bounds. He acted outside the color of law.
863730. Hey, do you have cell phone on you? Can I use it real quick? You broke my phone too, man. You broke my damn phone. Yes. Why would I do? No.
So he just asked another person. Let me take it back a little bit. He just asked another person, could he use their phone? It's a female now. And she said, are you calling the police? And when he said, yeah, she wouldn't let him use the phone. And now she's starting to say, well, I need you to keep it down a little bit. As if she's trying to get him to not protest of the assault and of the harassment that he just received. She's trying to convince him to keep it down. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. They cannot suppress your voice. No matter how, I don't give a fuck if you a 9-octave. I don't care if you crack glass 6 blocks down the street. That's your human voice. That's what God gave you. They can't suppress that.
You broke my phone too, man. You broke my damn phone. Yes.
Stephen Mazur. Darrell Peoples.
No.
The reason why, is all the things that's going on. Exactly.
Yeah, but he's on camera. There's cameras everywhere.
They want camera too. They want camera too.
You want to shoot a disabled veteran for parking with no record? Go ahead. Go
Matt
ahead.
Brown.
Go ahead. I'm not some damn criminal. I'm a college student now. Hello?
You can't.
Oh, you're not
UK Awake
I am
World.
handicapped. You just don't see it. Okay? I go to damn physical therapy almost every month. I walk short distances.
So he's trying to, like I told you, these law enforcement officers, they wear many hats during the day. And here's another one who's putting on his healthcare staff hat. He's out in public deeming who and who is not handicapped because he smoothly walks in to Walgreens. According to this officer, he's not handicapped, violating his Fourth Amendment right, running his tags through, the numbers on the windshield. This cop's a piece of shit.
That's why I park in the handicap spot. You don't see it. No, 911 called emergency contact.
321 Riviera. Anything I have on the GL and the pad.
No, that's the, okay.
Wow. This shit is crazy. Right here in your backyard, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't get to do that. That's messed up.
In the good old sweet United States. I be damned. Dang, hemming and hawing. See what he's doing right now is a CPU ROM is trying to run all kinds of laws through his head to figure out how he can take this dude down. He has to give this dude some kind of infraction, some kind of citation. Okay? If he can't get an arrest, he has to get.
He says I'm not handicapped.
He has to get something lesser.
Swipes my damn phone out of my hand, breaks my phone.
This is how these pieces of shit cops operate.
Get somebody else out here right now, please. ASAP.
Shout out to Donald Haynes.
Yeah. No. Get somebody out here now. Isaiah
James Barnes.
561-578-1848.
Jeremy Pavis.
561-578-1848.
Shout out to Donald Haynes. He seemed like he'd be on the same tip I am. He said, need to send his ass back to the circus. That's right. They got him from the clown line. Straight out the clown line. And with no makeup. That's exactly how he looked in the circus. All he had to do was flail his arms and, squat down and walk kind of crazy a little bit. And hey, there you go. You got your circus fucking monkey right here.
I'm in a Dodge Magnum. You asking too many questions. Get somebody out here. Oh yeah, get your supervisor, your captain out here right now.
Anthony Wright.
2501 Georgia.
All my stuff's clear, isn't it?
They haven't came back yet.
All my stuff's clear.
They haven't came
I don't have any warrants. So why did you knock my phone out of my hand?
Is that you got out the car?
Does not matter how it looks,
People that is
officer.
handicapped, man.
Officer, I'm a damn disabled veteran.
But do that.
We pass all that shit. Fuck him running the numbers and the tags off the vehicle. You committed assault, you fat fuck, and you have to pay for this. Okay, you gotta be held accountable. You just don't be putting your... Listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all gotta know this. As soon as the officer puts his hands on you and you didn't commit a crime, that's his ass. That's his ass. In his individual capacity. You sue him like you sue a regular motherfucker on the street up to $5,000. Then you sue the department. It works hand in motherfucking hand. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
That make you any better than a citizen?
I went through the process to get the damn...
Does that make you any better than a citizen or old lady in the wheelchair that really need that place?
So I don't really need it.
I'm just saying, you walk.
There's 1, 2, 3.
You walking.
I walk with a limp. There's screws in my leg.
I didn't see a limp.
You saw me walk a short distance. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose, officer.
There's screws in my leg.
It's the short distance right there.
I have screws and pins and...
We don't give a fuck about the screws and pins in your motherfucking leg. We paid for those screws and motherfucking pins that you got in your leg. This man was minding his own motherfucking business. Disabled vet. And just because the screws and pins in his shit operate more smoothly than they operate in yours, don't mean he ain't handicapped. You fucked up, officer. We coming for you.
In my leg.
Can I put my identification
Do
up?
whatever you want to, but you're still in the wrong.
How am I in the wrong? I have a...
Shout out Dragon
There's
that
people out there that can't
transparency.
I have a handicap placard issued by the state of Florida.
There's people out there that can't walk.
I am a disabled veteran.
Okay, but a U.S. citizen is a U.S. citizen.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
Okay, so what makes you better than an old lady that
I'm not
can't
saying
walk?
there's anybody better than me, officer. I'm just saying that I walk with a limp. That's the whole purpose.
No, I'm just saying, what makes you better? You
There's
come with
not-
this, oh, I'm a soldier, and
I am.
Okay, all right, good. But what makes
Somebody
you
will...
better?
Wow.
Juice.
Wow. Not one time did he say thank you for your service. He's mocking him. Oh, I'm a soldier. Yo, he need to be kicked in his fat ass. That's what needs to happen to him right now in front of Walgreens. Everybody that pulls up in that parking lot needs to take a turn kicking him in his ass.
No, I'm just saying, what makes you better? You
There's
come with
not-
this, oh, I'm a soldier, and
I am.
Okay, all right, good. But what makes
Somebody
you
with
better?
common sense, please, use officer. Ask him why he stopped me. Because I got out of the handicap spot. I went inside with my dad to get some alcohol. He comes in there telling me I need to move because I'm not handicapped. I'm a
Wow.
goddamn disabled veteran. I walk in there, my handicap placard's good, my insurance is good, my license is good, my tag is good. He knocks my phone out of my hand when I start recording him. It's in the window right there.
It's there.
Shout out
said
to
that I
Manny
don't look like I'm not
Miranda
disabled.
Jr.
No, you're supposed to be indigent to get a handicap sticker.
It's issued to a person.
Injured.
I had to go through all the medical forms from the VA, see the doctor,
He get out the
everything.
car. He parks right next to me. Get out and just float into the.
Okay,
I walk short
KJ.
Yeah, so I was checking.
No. It's the way he did it. And
No.
he knocked my phone out of my hand.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly. We pass all that. I could give two shits of what you're recording from off my vehicle. I'm coming for your fat head for knocking my phone out my hand. Okay, this disabled vet was minding his own business. You want to fuck with him. And then you want to knock the phone out of his hand because he wants to record, he wants to create an objective record of this government official in his official capacity? Come on, man. We got to get better, America. We got to get better. Either they better sharpen up or we better pull out our cameras more.
Broke my screen. It's right there.
I ain't breaking screen.
Okay, too easy. Officer Wilson, Officer
Had a nerve to say he didn't
Laporta
break the
just showed
screen.
up, so he doesn't really know. But it's too easy. It's too easy. Am I good to go, officer? You checked everything. You ran it. It's good.
It's coming back.
Okay.
It's coming back.
It's good. I don't have any warrants. He said I'm not disabled. I got 3 screws in my leg. I've been blown up fucking 8 times.
I got pins in my
8
leg.
times. I served fucking 2 tours in Iraq and 1 tour in Afghanistan as fucking combat infantryman. He doesn't get to decide if I'm disabled.
Sure don't. Shout out to everybody joining me on Facebook, man. All 49 of y'all. I appreciate everybody on YouTube that's joining me too. All 11 of y'all. It's the Resistance.
When I get fucking blown up,
What's your name?
Isaiah,
Isaiah, can I ask you to just bring it down a little
I will
bit?
bring it down. I
No,
don't want to deal with it.
he
He really
ain't
knows.
got to bring shit down. He's been wrong. He's upset. He has a right to address his grievances as loud as he fucking wants. The damage has already been done. You don't tell him to bring his fucking voice down. This is America. He speak as loud as he want to.
Let me talk to you.
We got a big crowd. You know what I mean?
I want a big crowd because he knocked my phone out of my hand right there.
We don't need that.
So why?
Oh, we need this
He's not the
motherfucker. You
arbitrator
piece of shit.
Bring it down.
He does.
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. This piece of shit right here, we got another sergeant that came out. And he's telling him that they don't need a crowd. Oh, they need a huge crowd with cameras out. Oh, yeah, he's been assaulted. If he would have assaulted that officer, I bet you there'd have been a huge crowd of officers out there. I'd be damned.
Doesn't get to decide if I'm disabled. You know who does? Uncle Sam, who says, yes, you served your goddamn country. You did the right thing. You were fucked up for this. We're going to give you a handicap plaque. I walk short distances. You want me to bring my medical records down
He doesn't
there?
have the right to check on
He
you.
does have the right to check, but he doesn't have the right to fire off on me.
I didn't file for
See,
it.
look at him now. See him now?
I did not file.
You see him now?
Order at you,
You see him now?
And you think that because you big, that somebody
You see his now?
that's what the problem.
What is he doing? You talking to me like a man. You talking to me like a man.
But you're also talking about here too, though. So if we all bring it down, maybe
But he
we can
needs
all
to, you can't tell me, officer.
that I'm an American. I'm a soldier, and that.
No.
But I'm
Oh, he's
I
saying
know,
the exact
but-
fucking words he's supposed to say. I'm an American. I serve my motherfucking country. This officer should be thanking him for his motherfucking service. Thank you for your service, sir. As soon as he mentioned it, he's supposed to be saying, I thank you for your service. And he's supposed to be aware that he shouldn't even be fucking with him. But this officer, this fat fuck right here to the left, cold-blooded piece of shit, okay?
Run it.
Because you
Just run
fought
it.
for the country, then an American citizen.
This one right here. He's patronizing him, mocking him. He served his country. Had bullets whiz past his motherfucking head.
I am an American citizen. Last time I checked, I was born October 13, 1986 in St. Mary's Hospital. I'm an American citizen.
I'm an American
I raised my hand and enlisted in the United States Army
That's like you
September
got
2nd,
pins in your leg, I
2005.
got pins in my leg.
Okay?
all right?
Officer, please. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Because he doesn't have to. What kind of fucking more shit is that?
I don't know what happened.
I do,
before-
and guess what? He knocked my phone out of my hand. It's on video.
I don't know what happened before I got here.
This shit is hard. This is bad for your department. He's harassing disabled veterans. When this video goes on fucking YouTube and Facebook, that's fucking horrible. It's horrible. You're not the arbitrator to decide if I'm fucking injured or not. When I was in fucking the Army, in fucking VA for all those years, getting treatment, I go see my fucking social worker every month. They decide.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the channel is a victim himself. I came across it by the way of Lackluster. Lackluster did a big thing on one of his videos. I went to it, seen 2 more. I'm bringing them to y'all. This is the first one. A victim himself, 9.760K subscribers. Y'all go over there. I'm going to subscribe right now. Tell him the Resistance sent you. He got some heat.
If I'm
You
disabled.
still cussing.
Soldier's curse.
Are you mad at me?
No,
Look, I'm
I'm
a
not
soldier.
mad.
Isaiah, I'm a soldier.
What was your MOS?
8791, 54 Bravo.
I was 11 Bravo, so you know.
So I know. Right.
So what-
I
what
cuss
the fuck
too,
is his
but,
deal?
but you gotta just,
He's saying that I'm not
I
disabled.
need you all
What you should do as a cop is like, can I see your license, registration, start running shit, run my plate and come back clean. You're not a doctor. You don't get to decide if my injury is real or fake, which is fucking real. I'm disabled
Shout out John Brown's Ghost.
for the rest of my life. I gave him my damn retired ID. I gave him my VA ID. I gave him my fucking all my IDs to show him. I'm not making this up.
All right.
He doesn't get that's fucked
You're
up.
right. I mean, I don't know how he did it, but maybe he came across it wrong.
Oh man, he making excuses for this piece of shit cop. First thing he do is making excuses. Listen, we operate by law. It's either you're right or you're motherfucking wrong. It ain't no in between. Maybe he went about it the wrong way. And get the fuck out of here. The law, it states clearly what the fuck it is.
What? For what? The numbers on the thing, officer. You can run it from there. Do I have to give it to him? Because it's on the front of the thing. He can check it. You can see it. Yes, it's registered, my license plate and everything. I'm a fucking disabled soldier, man. You're hassling me for no reason at all. You hassle disabled soldiers at Riviera Beach. Is that what happens? I think it is. I've been here for 20 fucking minutes for no reason. I haven't done anything wrong because I'm disabled. I'm getting hassled. That's horse shit and a half, officer.
Yes, it is. Yes, the fuck it is.
That's horse shit and a half, and you know it. Look, my license number is right there on the plate. Run it.
I see it.
What the hell is going on around here?
I'm just running that room, man. Here's what you request.
No, my recourse is to take this video, put it on there, go talk to your supervisor, and file a lawsuit for being fucking. That's what's gonna happen.
Yes, you're right.
Because he slapped my phone out of my hand. It's on camera. There's cameras everywhere, man.
So here's what I'm saying. That's it.
You can't lie about
Wait a
this.
minute. I'm trying to help you out.
I'm trying to help. What's up? Run it.
A victim himself. Go over there. I'm telling y'all, it would behoove you to do so. All right. Got another video coming up by this cat, a victim himself. And this is crazy as well. This is from NYPD, okay? I'm out the city of New York, New York. And you already know how they get down. A victim himself, man. Let's continue on.
What are you doing, sir?
This is a little sickening, okay? So you might want to get your barf bag. You might want to get your skin tightening lotion. You know, things of that sort, because this kind of, have your stomach turn a little sickening, all right?
What are you doing, sir? Turn around. For what? Hands behind your back. For what? Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
What really stuck out to me about this video was the tone of the victim's voice. Okay? Notice I use victim. The tone of the victim's voice.
What are you doing, sir? Turn around. For what? Put your hands behind your back. For what? Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. For what? What are you doing? Sir, what are you doing? For what?
Got him pinned up in the wall. Got him pinned up on the wall, and he just pulled out an object. One of those they used to call them. I'm gonna keep it real. We all know what they used to call them back in the day, so we're not gonna get all crazy because I say the certain word. But what he got in his hand, they used to call them nigger beaters. That's what they used to call them. I'm not lying. Y'all check in the chat with each other. I'm not lying.
For what?
Right there.
Tell me, talk to me. Turn around. For what? What are you doing? For what?
Business as usual for the 1,000 or so people standing on that platform, just waiting on the bus. Let's clear the area a little bit. Let them do their little dancing or whatever. But, there's nobody that's going to intervene and hold this cop accountable for the bullshit that he's doing in his official capacity.
No, I was you for what? Sir, for what? What are you doing? Why are you grabbing me like this? Why are you grabbing me? No. Sir, for what?
No, I'm not grabbing you. For what? Go off my phone here. I don't have anything on me. No. For what?
No. Let's go up.
For what?
Go.
Just looking on. Not too much to see here. Just a black man getting his rights violated in a New York subway. I be damned.
For what? For what? You keep asking me for what? For what? What are you grabbing me for?
Police officer is not answering any of his questions. Hey, why do you want me to put my hands behind my back? Why you keep pushing me into the wall? Why the fuck are you grabbing onto me? He's not answering none of his questions. He don't say you got warrants. I seen you commit that crime right there. I seen you on your way about to commit the crime. Or I just seen you running from committing crime. He don't say none of that shit. All he's saying is put your hands behind your back. Are you telling me in 2022 we supposed to listen to that shit? It's us against them. Y'all better get with the program.
What are you talking about?
Channel name, a victim himself. No description. It just says, this one really burns me up. He just took him down to the ground, y'all. He just took him down to, wow. He just took him down to the ground. The man's crying and pleading. He says, what are you doing? What are you doing? Not answering his question not one time. This is what gang members do. They accost you. They jump on you. They're not saying too much. They just commits to kicking your ass. Now backup is came. Saved him. Because you can see this motherfucker's out of shape. This piece of shit undercover New York police officer couldn't even handle a man smaller than him. Was out of breath. Now backup came. It's a whole new situation now.
Put your hand behind your back now. What? Let go.
Wow. That was the first strike right there. That was the first strike. You know, this is not too far from 350 years ago. Same instance. The only thing, the scenery most likely would have been outdoors with a lot of fucking trees and a lot of land. Okay, maybe some water in the distance and some dogs. Okay, definitely dogs. Dogs are always on the scene. But you know, this is not a far contrast from 350 years ago. All right, same shit, just different infrastructure, new infrastructure, should I say?
Put your hand behind your back.
Shout outs to Hats. Now, best believe best believe throughout this process, the hands are digging in the shit, digging all into this man's body, okay? And you know how fingers are. If anybody had a finger stuck into their neck, in the back of their neck or down in their shoulder, okay? And don't get it fucked up. They go for nuts too, okay? That's one of the first things they go through. They're real sneaky about this shit. You don't see it on camera, okay? Just like you don't see the sneaky shit that goes down in football, but it goes down. And they do it. NYPD police, ladies and gentlemen, two pieces of shit in the NYPD platform. Fucking with one black man. There you go, striking him. Striking the shit out of him, too. Look at this shit. James Barnes says, still, have anybody heard any probable cause of a crime? Have any of you? No, none of us. We haven't heard shit. And just like Dreamland Resistance says, no, I haven't. He's asked over and over. He's been sitting at least 95 times. What have I done? Why? Listen to the man's voice. Listen to the cry. Listen to the curdle in his voice. Come on. He's the victim. I'd be damned. And they could care less about who's recording. They could give a goddamn about the cameraman or the camerawoman. You know why? Because the objective right now is to get this motherfucker into custody, get him booked, and charge him to the highest extent of the goddamn law, illegally, that is. Dragging that transparency. Question now becomes, when does this turn from resisting arrest to survival for life? Cops never think of this. Yeah, but they're definitely thinking about officer safety. That bullshit. Woo! Shout out to Stop Lying. The sheeple. Yeah, if you don't say it, stop lying, I will. The sheeple will still be out there saying, if he just complied. The goddamn sheeple. You know, that started off maybe about 45, 50 years ago, and it was a reason why it happened, okay? Everything happens for a reason, you know? There was a lot of compliance, there was a lot of marching and solidarity down the streets, and the problem was motherfuckers kept getting cracked in their head for 20 plus years. If you keep coming to a barbershop, eventually you're going to get your motherfucking hair cut, okay? And if you don't like the barber, you're going to go somewhere else. Who want to get their ass whipped for 20 plus years? Not me. Luckily, I didn't come up in that generation, but it happened, and it happened for a reason. And the reason is because we ain't putting up with this shit no more. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Toledo News Now. Wow. Main Man is struggling. Main Man's struggling right now. What is this going to turn into? Shout out Sean B. What is this shit going to turn into? I thought, but listen, you know I watch the videos with y'all off the cuff, okay? A lot of people tell me, Resistance, you should watch the video first and then, show the video. No, I want the same reaction that y'all getting at the same goddamn time. All right? What does this turn into? I have no idea. Wow, did you see his leg go up as if he was trying to get some air up in his fucking body? Wow. Yeah. What's going on with Main Man? Because, right now, the officer only got his hands on his wrist or attached to the cuffs. Why is Main Man squiggling all around on the ground like that? Is he going through a seizure? Did these motherfucking officers help put him into a seizure? I'd be damned. Shout out Steve Nile. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the channel is called A Victim Himself. A victim. I see somebody went over there and subscribed while I had him on. That's what's up, because it was 9.76K and it went up 9.77. That's what's up. There is no description. The title just says, "This one really burns me up." And I'm sure it's burning y'all up too. Shout out to Nile. He says another stranger comes to the hub. I like to say another gang member came to assist. Got this one from Darrell Peoples, and I had to address it. I've been scrolling over about 3 or 4 times, and I don't want to assume that he's talking to me, but if he is, he can hit the link. I'll put the link in there, and we can talk about it. I'm not being an ass making assumptions. I'm just saying, or if you're talking to somebody in the chat, be a little more specific. Let's know what you're talking about. That's all I'm saying. But I'm putting the link in there. Wham. The shadow ban is real, ladies and gentlemen. If I come at any of y'all a little too hard, you gotta please excuse me because you got a lot of trolls, you got a lot of agents, you got a lot of people that don't want y'all to see this shit. So on some situations, gotta be a little aggressive when I pay attention to the chat. Some we all take chats out of context, okay? We all take the comments out of context. I apologize to bro people if that was the case, but I need you guys also to be clear on what you say because I'm the first one that's clear with what I'm saying, and if I take something out of context, I may address y'all. Let's continue. Shout out to Renetta Williams for making that clear. Well, he can hit the link. Shout outs to Faceless Vapor. No Rollers Craps. He refuses to move. I do the same damn thing. I would refuse to move, and I would demand a medic. They ain't gonna do that shit to me and think he gonna get away with it. Nah. Excessive force, police brutality, and overreach. They gotta pay for that shit. Wow. Shout out to Andrew Martinez. Artist of El Elyon. Okay. Shout out to Real Peoples. He came back. That's what I'm talking about. He said, I didn't catch the person's name, but they said, why didn't he just comply? I was just saying, how can you comply when you've done nothing wrong? My apologies to Real Peoples. Like I said, it's a lot of agents, a lot of trolls, and they try to come off cool, but then they be slipping bullshit, and I took that out of context. But, everybody in the chat, everybody in the stream, y'all feel as though y'all want to, have a little discourse in this chat. Just make sure y'all be clear. Hey, you got the kids coming down the steps looking at this bullshit. The cops created this. That police officer right there with the long shirt tail going up the steps, he started that bullshit. Shout out Slope Avery System, Weymouth, UK. All the way from the other side of the pond. Medics arrived on the scene. They gonna play the game. They play right along with the cops. Most medics, okay, I'm gonna just keep it real. And this is no shots to your family members or your friends that are EMTs, EMSs, medics, whatever y'all want to call them. Most of them are super chic. because they go along with whatever the police say. You only got a few that stand up to the police officer and say, hey, this shit ain't right. I ain't got nothing to fucking do with it, and I'm going to tell about it. You ain't got too many to do it. They go right along with the police. Okay? Cop shooting right in his head. Oh, yeah, he's struggling, and, he went to go reach for my pistol, and I had to pull him out and shoot it in his head. And they say, okay, all right. And they go right along with it. They can clearly see that that's not how it went down, just because they trained to see that shit. But they'll go right along with the police officer. That's what they do. Once again, shout out Dragonette Transparency. She says, do they ever say what he is accused of? Nah, they never say what he's accused of. But he said 1,001 times, what did I do? And the police never responded. Never gave him an answer. What that tell you?
Yeah, but why should I put a camera? I'm so I can use the camera to that I can't. The guy needs help. I know. I'm just vaping, you You want to close the exit as well?
Guy, go back. I'm asking you nicely, all right? Go back.
Man, they harassing the cameraman. The cameraman might as well go back now because he got enough footage. He created the objective record. If you hear about anything that happened to this man after, as far as dying or whatever, the footage is right there. So he might as well just wait for the next 2, 3 J train, wherever the fuck he's going. He might as well just hop on the next train, shut the camera on down, just like I'm about to do. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. That was the morning broadcast for you guys. I appreciate y'all joining me in. Facebook came in heavy this morning. Shout out to everybody that came through on Facebook. Definitely everybody on YouTube. I love y'all too. That's where I started this whole situation at. It's not y'all, it's the platform. They doing me dirty, but I go strong. Shout out to Andrew Martinez. I go strong. At least 2 to 3 times a day. Sometimes I get tired. You might not hear from me, but I'm coming, okay? Check your subscription regularly. The shadow ban is real. They do not want you seeing this shit. I talk about the shit that'll get you killed. And I show the shit that they don't want you to see. I'm just saying. All right, check your subscription regularly. It's the Resistance. Love y'all. I may come back with something this afternoon. I may not, but just know that y'all will see me. There's no rhyme or reason for this shit. There's no time scheduling. I give it to you when I see it. All right? Y'all be safe out there. Hit the lights. Everybody about to get killed out here. Like it for everybody. I be damn.
It's a very psychological thing that's happening here.